The following presentation is a deep dive video where we do a deep dive into anime series or movies, cartoon series or movie, or video game. Please sit back, enjoy, watch the whole video, and if you have any questions to ask, please leave it in the comment section. Thank you. Now sit back and enjoy. Gregenator-X, a place where we do the deepest dives into anime, cartoon, and video games. Now today we're going to be doing we're going to do a very deep dive into Spy X Family Season 3, Episode 13, titled A World Where We Cannot Survive, or yeah, that's the title, A World Where We Cannot Survive. Now, picking up on the last episode, Fiona beats up Wheeler, and I mean literally beats the heck out of Wheeler so bad that Wheeler is almost dead. Fiona is a very good fighter, and the training she did in the forest is really starting to pay off, all because of her motivation to marry Lloyd. Now, she's actually shocked and surprised that Lloyd is still alive because of the beating that she thought that Lloyd was dead. She thought Wheeler killed him, and so she went on a rampage. Well, she was about to say my love, but then she stopped herself at that point and said, my Lloyd. I think that's what she said. Then she and Lloyd are having a conversation, and they're gonna try to figure out exactly what they're gonna do next, because Lloyd actually told Fiona that he didn't get this wound on his right arm from Wheeler. He got it from Yuri Breyer. And I'm pretty sure Lloyd must have told Fiona that he didn't want to kill her because that could be very bad for Operation-Stryxx. Because Yuri is yours brother. I mean, I can understand Lloyd not killing Yuri because he's yours brother and Yor will be devastated. I can understand that part. But in case anybody hasn't noticed, in case anybody hasn't watched the show, Yuri is a potential incest freak. And another point I want to ask is why, another point to the three-part episode that I want to address is, of all the disguises, why did Fiona pick a dark hair? I can understand not being recognized, but a dark hair just makes her look like you're from a parallel universe. An obsessive version of Yor. And also back to the episode, and also when Lloyd and Fiona were going to figure out exactly what they were going to do next, Collins comes in disguise as a secret police member, and then they figure out and he asked what they're going to do next. So they carry Wheeler, and I think and while Lloyd carries Fiona, because Fiona is a lot injured. Fiona does have a broken arm. She did have a broken arm even when they were in the van and they were trying to get back to Berlin. And of course, it was in the van that Lloyd was talking about his life as a family man and how things are going in him being a family man. Fiona is thinking in her mind, okay, this is actually a great opportunity because she's seen an opportunity. She believes that she's seen an opening for her to be Lloyd's wife. She'll never give up. I want to see an episode where Fiona and Yor fight and the winner gets Lloyd. Yor is perfect for Lloyd, not Fiona. Yor. That's one of the points I will say. So we'll get back to the episode. When Lloyd gets back to the episode, when Lloyd gets back home, gets back to Dor, he apologizes. Yuri's still there, surprising. And then Yuri sees the wound, sees that Lloyd's right arm is acting strange, and he sees it, and then he tears it off. But then he doesn't see the wound, and then it's like, okay, maybe he's overthinking things. But Yuri was actually right. I mean, this is the closest. I haven't seen anybody this close to unmasking Twilight since the Code White movie, when the villain actually found out that Lloyd was the tourist from Regulate Bar, and he actually unmasked Twilight. He actually found out who Twilight was, but he never lived to tell the tale. Yuri doesn't see a wound on the right arm. It's like, okay, what was he thinking? And because of that, yours stepped up and then gave him the boot out of the apartment, tell him to come back another time. Lloyd is in the shower. He's actually asking himself, well, how could he let his guard down? He comes out, things are back to normal. And by normal, I mean the fact that you're accidentally burnt his shirt, which causes him to faint. Then we go on to the hospital. We see that the chief doctor is hitting on Fiona. Oh, poor guy. Poor guy, you really need to sign up on a dating site. This woman is not your type. What is Fiona's type of man? Like, she doesn't go on dating, like, okay. Fiona's in the hospital. The nurse tells the doctor to leave. The nurse that tells the doctor to leave is actually Handler, who tells Fiona that even though the mission was a success and Wheeler's been captured, Fiona and Lloyd will have to take some time off. And Handler actually says that Fiona shouldn't work herself so much, even if it's for Lloyd. And that is where Fiona finds out that Handler actually knows about Fiona's feelings for Lloyd. Then we get back home, and then Anya makes Bond imitate animals. Poor Bond. Poor Bond. I mean, what I want to take from this episode, and I will say, is that this is like the most epic mission I've ever seen since Code White, where Operation-Stryxx is hanging in the balance. And we see that, but there's a difference. We see that Yor's not in action, but Lloyd is. So it's like, okay, most of the time we see Lloyd and Yor in action, or we see Yor in action and Lloyd is not in action. Or we see Lloyd in action and Yor is not in action. And then you see that it's like, this is like that bodyguard arc that Yor was fighting alongside members of the guarding organization to protect a woman, a couple, and their child from bounty hunters on a cruise ship. But in this case, yeah, it's kind of similar, but except Lloyd got wounded in the right arm. And we see that Lloyd was really, really thinking about, when we see that Lloyd in the last episode where Lloyd was actually where he actually came close to killing Yuri, he was actually thinking about two things: Operation-Stryxx and Yor. And then we see that that's the first time he uses his head. And then the second time he uses his head, we see is when he tells Fiona that they shouldn't kill Wheeler because Wheeler is no good to them. He's not valuable to them dead, so they need him to be brought back alive. And speaking about Wheeler, sucks to be that guy, because now he's going back into Wise's custody. And boy, escape for that guy is going to be impossible, because the first time he escaped is not going to work. So he better come up with a better plan of escape. And you see that Operation-Stryxx is back to normal. Everything is back to normal. No complications, nothing. Anya is happy. Yor is happy. Lloyd is relieved. Frankie comes to visit. We haven't seen Frankie in a while. He comes to give Lloyd some hospital documents because he believes that Lloyd left them with him. And Lloyd opens the door. He hears the whole thing, but he feels like he's too tired, so let him just go back to bed. It's actually a very good episode. I do like the episode. I do like the fact that Fiona once again wants to take the opportunity to be Lloyd's wife. Handler, even though she doesn't want any change in Operation-Stryxx, she still values Fiona and Lloyd because they're precious to him, because they're precious to her. And I forgot to get that chief doctor's name, that chief doctor who was hating on Fiona. I think I should look him up. So far, and also, somebody please, I think it's high time that Yuri needs to go see a shrink. He really needs to go see a shrink. So, if you guys have any questions or comments about this episode, about this wish, about the episode itself, please make sure you write it down in the comment section so You can voice your opinions about your episode in the comment section. And if you click like, subscribe, share, I promise to make more videos, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye. Thank you for watching this presentation. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel don't forget to subscribe to this channel to stay up to date with the latest videos that come out. If you have any questions or comments about this presentation, again, leave it in the comment section. Feel free. Don't be afraid to ask any questions. Don't be afraid to comment. Don't be afraid to give your opinions on the presentation. And I will see you guys in the next video. I promise. Bye.